Is God ever living?
Yeah, of course.
According to you, did Jesus die?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So how is he God? Can God die?
Of course.
Can God die?
Yeah, and come back. Of
Sorry,
course.
can God die?
I just said to you many times that God can.
So God can die?
Yeah, die and come back.
So if God dies, then who's running the universe?
That's a question. Can God die? Well, God can't die, but he can manifest as a man that can. And that's exactly what happened. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was God. The Word was with God. So it says in John that the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. The Word was God. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. You see? So Jesus says many times that he was in heaven. He's the bread that came down from heaven. That he had glory with the Father before the world was. We see that all things were created by him. He is the creator. So we limit ourselves. The scriptures say natural man receiveth not the things of God, for their foolishness unto him, and they're spiritually discerned. That's why we can't understand that. So no, God can't die, but it's the same thing with his incarnation. His incarnation had a beginning. His humanity had a beginning. Jesus is Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. He's eternal. He's always existed. But his humanity had a beginning. See, we can't limit God and say God can't come as a man. Of course he can. He can enter his creation. He did enter his creation. And he rose again from the grave to prove it. Old Testament scriptures prophesy the Messiah shall be cut off, but not for himself. It proves he died for the sins of the world, written hundreds of years before Jesus was even born. Isaiah 53, over 700 years before. So although Islam denies that it was actually him that was crucified, why would God put in the scriptures hundreds, even thousands of years before Jesus came about his death, dying for the sins of all men, and then, whoops, not really, trick, I psyched you out. It doesn't even make sense. It's all prophesied. The problem is Muhammad didn't know that it's a victory. Jesus' death is a victory. He defeated death, hell, the grave. He defeated all of it. So he is God manifest in the flesh. God can't die, but God can manifest as a man who did. In the book of Hebrews and in Psalms, it's the same thing. A body thou hast prepared me. So a body was prepared for God to come inhabit the body. It says there that Jesus was made a little lower than the angels for the suffering of death to save the world. So I know it's hard to understand, but go to God. Ask him if it's true. I'm going to be answering a lot of the misgivings, the wrong assumptions about the Christian faith. I see a lot of these Muslims are getting on shorts and they're not being either told the truth of what our scriptures say or something. So I'm going to clarify what scriptures actually say and what we actually believe, because there's a lot of misinformation. Okay. God bless.